I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Let's go out of the dark into the light now.
Hey guys, it's the Wombat. So, I know it's been a while since we've talked. I wanted to sit down and I wanted to actually talk about me today and what's wrong in my head. I have not always been the suave, debonair, charming individual that you see on these videos. For the longest time, I was a very skinny, awkward young man who then hit puberty and became a fat, awkward young man. And I was the kid in high school, in junior high, who walked everywhere with his head down. Didn't want to be noticed, didn't want anyone to call me out, because when they did, it usually didn't end well for me. I had a group of friends, and the person that I was not at school was completely different than the person that I was at school. And my family, my dad was a football player in high school. My mom was popular. My sister was popular. They just didn't understand what it was like. They were into sports or society or clothing. And I liked to tear apart computers and play video games and play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, which I never told mom and dad because that was satanic. So there wasn't a whole lot of common ground between me and my parents, or me and my family, about what interests I had. I want to say it was 9th grade. I was walking somewhere, and something clicked in my head that just said, "Stop looking at your feet." I looked up, and I've tried to walk with my head up ever since. The problem is the other voice in my head that tells me I'm not good enough, that no one likes me, that I shouldn't try anything because someone will do it better than me, is still there. And it is still prevalent at times. I don't talk a lot about my anxieties, mostly because I don't want to call attention to myself. And in my groups of friends, I usually end up becoming... I'm the one who generally organizes everything and makes all the plans and does all that because, I don't know. Maybe it's because I want to have control over it. The problem that comes is I am often paralyzed by this type of fear. And I've tried a lot of different things in my life, a lot of different ideas. So, going back all the way back to when I was a teenager, I had the Council of the Rose. And what it was a group of friends that we got together and we plotted to take over the world. Not really, but we talked about it. And then there was the Guardians, and then there was the Phoenix Council, and then there was the Adventurer Society. I've tried multiple small businesses. I'm nothing if not persistent. What that's done has taught me to make sure that I keep trying no matter what. And even if I fail, it's a lesson. He said, I don't like to fail. I hold on to things longer than they should. I have to believe that one day one of my silly ideas is going to actually click and it's going to work. And I hope that whether it's YouTube or my photography, I hope that that's the next idea that works. it's the weirdest thing. Okay, so my anxiety makes me not want to talk about it. See, I'm not doing well here. I want to do all these awesome and amazing things. I want to see Europe. I want to see the world. I want to be active and be strong and be fast and do all these things. Right? I have the mind and the drive to do all of those things. What I don't have is the will. And I have that little anxiety voice in my head. It's played a lot into my weight issue. If I go running, I lose weight. That's awesome. But then the voice pops up and says, you're not as fast as everybody else. So why are you even trying? Or I'm doing good, I'm eating healthy, and I'm losing weight, and I'm moving towards those goals, and it's not his fault, but my dad dies. And that voice in my head says, why try? At the end of the day, you're gonna die. So I know it's not healthy, and I'm talking to someone about it, but more importantly is I want you to know that you're not alone. The voice that tells me these things might tell you the same types of things, or the voice that tells you things talks to me too. And it makes it very, very hard to function sometimes. And I'm sorry this video is not happy and cheery, but this is part of what I said I was going to do when I started this. Is I'm going to show you the dark sides, the ugly side of me too. So that's all I've got. Let me know in the comments below, what does your voice tell you? What are your anxieties? And maybe we can get through this together. You're the internet. I'm the Wombat. Until we talk again, have a good time. Bye, guys.